like moves that the Niners could maybe make to, get to the Super Bowl this year. First off, I don't think it's going to happen this year because it's kind of too late in the offseason, but fire the training staff, the NHL training staff. Like, what is that?
Yeah.
Is that
That's
a joke
true.
or a weird experiment or what?
I think it's a weird experiment, and I don't think a team that has poor results should be experimenting. Just copy some organization that does it right. That's the way they do it in the NFL.
It doesn't seem like rocket science to me.
No.
But the next one, cut he who shall not be named. And see, your video earlier this week with Ben Meyerson was kind of revelatory to me. Like I was on the, play Jimmy until he gets hurt,
No, but Ben actually gave me the epiphany too. As soon as he laid it out, I'm like, yeah, man, this is a no-brainer, man.
Yeah, after that little chat, I was like, wow, that really turned a light bulb on for me.
To me, every team that's serious about contending this year has reduced the cap number on their quarterback. 19 quarterbacks this season, starters, have cap numbers below $12 million, which is to me a total pandemic anomaly. And the teams that haven't renegotiated are teams that aren't really sold out on winning a Super Bowl and are really content more to be, one and done in the playoffs, like Seattle, Minnesota, Green Bay, Pittsburgh.
Yeah, and then the other move that I think is good for this year and for the future going forward is extending Fred Warner. And I'll tell you why. Not just because of the obvious, like because he's a great player and a leader, but because if you expect DeMeco Ryans to have any success whatsoever in the next year or two, he needs Fred Warner out there. If Fred Warner isn't out there, like, who's the leader of the defense?
Good question. Do they have one? I mean, you could say Nick Bosa, but he's not available consistently enough.
Nick Bosa is more of like an assassin,
I would agree.
He just kind of goes and does his thing.
He does his thing.
Yeah,
sure. He's kind of like Trent Williams on that one, right?
Yeah, a little
Hired
bit.
guns.
He's charismatic and everything, but I think he's more focused on getting his sacks.
You're right. Yeah.
But
it's like Jimmy Ward or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
he's not that
exactly.
kind of
exactly. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. Fred Warner is very. I don't think he would hold out, but he could play out the last season. Turn down every contract offer the Niners give him and say, "This isn't serious. You guys didn't step up to the plate. I'm leaving." He could do that. So they can't let that happen. They got to. I don't think there's any negotiation that goes on here. He's the best. You've said so. Give him the contract. Don't try to split hairs with him.
And then one other thing real quick, off topic, like a week and a half ago, you were comparing Mike McDaniel, singular, not plural, Mike McDaniel to the bass player of the band. And I kind of took that to heart a little bit because I myself am a bass player.
Nice.
And at first I was like, what? He's saying bass players can't be like the flashy. No. But I thought about it. I'm like, you know what? For the offensive coordinator, that's exactly what you need is like the strong support guy that's not trying to show up anyone else.
That's
right. He just does his job and he's reliable. So
hell yeah. Song doesn't sound as good without him. Needs him. Him. He's not trying to be the star of the group, but he's like the George Harrison. Basically, I know George Harrison wasn't a bass player, but in this analogy, Mike McDaniel is like he's just chilling. He's not going to be singing many songs, but he's integral to the beat, to the song. So
yeah. Well, I mean, Paul McCartney was a bass player, and he did okay for himself.
That's true.
So anyway, I'll let you go.
Have a great day in the yacht, man. Call in anytime. I like that hat. That's a nice hat.
Yeah, it's kind of like the old '90s starter jackets.
Exactly. Do you have that hat? That jacket?
No, I wish I did, man.
Those are collector's
It'd be way too small for me if I still had it around.
Have a good one, man.